Make sure you've never seen such a disciplined and imperceptible woman. She has been married for so many years, but her husband has never seen her face without makeup. Even at night, when she sleeps, she always keeps a pretty face without removing makeup. Wait, after her husband was fast asleep, Maisel would sneak up. After that, she just started removing makeup, washing her face. Finally, she put on a mask. That's it. Maisel lightly returned to the bedroom, pulled up some curtains, and then lay down on the bed to sleep. The next morning, Maisel was awakened by the shining sunlight. Immediately, she entered the bathroom. Maisel cleans her face and makeup thoroughly. Then she sprayed the perfume. When everything is done, Maisel went back to her bedroom. Then her husband woke up by the alarm bell. He gave Maisel a good morning kiss and wished her a good morning. Maisel pretended to ask her husband if it was morning already. That was how Maisel started the day. You really can't understand women. This skillful woman, her whole mind was on her husband. Her husband's job is to perform plays, so every day she prepares delicious food for her husband. She even bribed the barista to give her husband good support. When her husband was performing, Maisel would sit down and watch her husband passionately. Each time, she always recorded his performances. She will arrange his work schedule thoughtfully and carefully, making him extremely touched. Maisel is indeed a perfect girl in every way, and also faithful to her husband. She is such a perfect wife. Maisel is the woman that many men dream of marrying. But men are also extremely strange, sometimes making it impossible to understand. Because a performance was not good, Maisel's husband put all responsibility on Maisel. Even more contemptible, he even told Maisel that he had been cheating for a long time. After that, he packed up his luggage and decided to go with his lover. Is this the consequence of having a too perfect wife? A perfect wife like Maisel couldn't keep her husband's heart. He didn't know that Maisel had not dared to eat much for 3 months due to their marriage. That day, they were extremely happy. Maisel talked about this with her parents, but their reaction was that she did something wrong to make it all happen. Talking to her parents failed. Maisel poured herself a glass of wine. Under the rain, Maisel took the subway to the cafe her husband used to perform. Maisel started doing crazy tricks on stage that made the audience laugh non-stop. The staff in the restaurant were extremely surprised by Maisel's talent. The cafe owner wants to foster Maisel into an artist. She had only just met 2 people with such talent. The first one became a celebrity. The second person is Maisel. But Maisel didn't care about that. She did not have the mind to think about such things. Maisel called a taxi home alone, but discovered she didn't have any money. In her bag, there was only a notebook that recorded her husband's stories. Maisel finally found the answer. Maisel goes to find the cafe's owner and says she agrees with her offer. Without her husband by her side, she should live happily. A beautiful girl, resilient, hard-working, making everyone look up. Her style also created a domestic fashion trend. Lots of female stars have been learning about her fashion sense. She is the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. It is an extremely delicate woman. You won't know that this girl already has 2 children, because she has always lived like a young woman, even after she got married. She has been following the rules for 10 years. She goes to the gym to get in good shape. A woman who is always mindful of her husband like Maisel has completely transformed since her husband abandoned her. She is very quick to adjust to herself and show off her own talents. Maisel lived a life that truly belonged to her. Even her ex-husband wanted to come back to her. She refused. The film wants us to understand that we should learn how to love ourselves before loving the others. The film takes place when the Second World War has just ended. Men returned from the battlefield. Now women were willing to spend a lot of money on their looks. The heroine in the movie changes one clothes every 10 minutes. Even now, her clothes are still imitated by many people. Finally, Maisel is no longer a woman with life around her husband. She already knows how to love herself. There will always be a big outside world for you. Make an effort to find your dream. The future ahead may not be as bad as you think. The movie here is the end. Thank you for watching. Follow my page to watch more film review.